So, so we were discussing like little o notation. So little o is just like as I explained that little o includes your. The little o notation is used for when the bound is not asymptotically tight. Asymptotically tight. What is the meaning of asymptotically tight bound? Means while explaining the inequality, if I am saying Fn is less than or equal to C times Gn, so this equal to sign is removed in little o notations. Okay, ये चीज हुआ. So like the same little omega notation. So little o, little omega में किसी को problem? Anyone is having problem in little o, little omega? Okay. So if someone will ask you what is the meaning of tight bound or what is the meaning of little o notation or little omega notation, so you people can explain. Any problem in that? बताइए.
No, sir.
Okay, that's good. Good. And do the practice. Okay. So let us start. अब आगे बढ़े थोड़ा सा. ठीक है. आज बहुत important चीज करने जा रहे हैं. The next thing is that, which is also very important in that sense that while you are finding out the complexity, so basically which rules you adopted and what kind of thinking you try to, what kind of thinking you develop in your mind so that you can understand the complexity of that part of algorithm or program. Okay, that is I'm going to explain and please understand it very just don't take it in casual way, sir. So try to understand it thoroughly. ठीक है कि क्या which kind of approach do we use to find out the general understanding of the complexity of any program or any algorithm. ठीक है, and a lot of questions is based on this kind of concept or this kind of on the basis of this concept. Okay, so can you see my screen? देख रहे हैं आप लोग?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So what is our aim now? We will see how to find out the complexity of any kind of any program or any algorithm. What kind of understanding we develop? Okay, how we approach those things. So I will try my best to explain the things which I know and which is beneficial for you. Okay, and rest is depends on you ki how much exercise you people are doing to understand the concept of these things in more deeper way. Okay, okay. So let us start. So whenever you are, if I am talking about the time complexity, if someone is asking you about the time complexity analysis, so you always remember about the two very important points. First, we always do the analysis for very large input. Very large input का मतलब है जैसे मैंने बताया कि n की साइज हम बहुत लार्ज अज्यूम करते हैं. ठीक है, स्मॉल के लिए तो एनालिसिस का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. देयर इज नो मीनिंग ऑफ एनालिसिस फॉर द स्मॉल इनपुट. So what we always assume that we are doing this analysis for very large input. So what it means, if I'm saying that if we are doing the analysis for very large input, it means we are interested to know the worst case scenario. ज़्यादातर, ठीक है. तो जैसे for example, if it is given like Tn is equal to n cube plus 3n square plus 4n plus 2, पूछा जाए what is the time complexity of this function, तो आप तुरंत बता दोगे it's a big O of n cube, obviously, क्योंकि as we have discussed. But as I explained, we always, why you are saying that this is big O of n cube, because if n is tending to infinite, that is as n approaches to infinite, we can discard these lower order terms because these lower order terms does not have impact. The main impact, the main part which is having impact in the algorithm is what? This is what the n cube. Because if you will compare n cube और n square, तो ये चीज मैं सुबह से ही आपको बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि what it means, what actually why you are writing this n cube. either by using any kind of mathematical approach or use any kind of theorematic approach, but just try to understand why you have discarded these lower order terms. ठीक है, ये किसकी आवाज आ रही है? अमन कुमार सिंह, इसको म्यूट कर दें।
सर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है।
सर आप खुद को म्यूट करके रखे हो।
अच्छा, ओके ओके। अभी आवाज आ रही है? नाउ आई unmuted. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is what we are doing. We are dropping the lower order term and dropping the constant multiplier. This thing we are doing na, to find out the complexity of the given function. ये function है क्या? This function is nothing but an algorithmic expression. कि there is some algorithm which is having one part who is having maybe 4 loop, another part which is having a 3-4 loop, another part which is having an complexity 8. Among all these things available, the dominant term is n to the power 4. So that's why the complexity of this function or this algorithm whose behavior is expressed by using this function is big O of n to the power 4. So what is the thumb rule? Drop lower order term and drop constant multiplier. Is this okay? यहाँ तक okay हुआ?
सर एक लड़का वेट कर रहा है सर, उसको ले लीजिए अंदर।
अच्छा, वेटिंग रूम में है। अरे यार, हाँ बहुत सारे हैं एक्चुअली। जब मैं स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ तो देख नहीं पाता हूँ कौन वेट कर रहा है। ठीक है, बता दिया करिए आप लोग एक बार। ओके, इज दिस ओके? फाइन, ठीक है। अच्छा, नाउ द इम्पोर्टेंट थंब रूल आल्सो, व्हाट वी ट्राई, सपोज एन एल्गोरिथम हैज अ डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट ना, so the running time of that algorithm or program is the sum of the running time of the all fragments within the program. यही तो मैंने बताया था cost वाला factor. So initially whatever I dictated in terms of the cost, that is explained by this formula, that is the running time is equal to summation of the running time of the all fragments. So this is what the rule to find out the complexity of any algorithm. ठीक है। अब let us take some example, और कुछ examples देख लेते हैं। Suppose an algorithm is written like this, that is integer a, and this is some variable like suppose a is here written like a is equal to 5, a plus plus. So just see, this if algorithm is having only these statements, ठीक है? Clear है ना? Are you getting me or not? दिखाई दे रहा है? हाँ, ओके। सो इसमें ये इसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या हो? ऑल दीज आर असाइनमेंट स्टेटमेंट एंड डिक्लेरेशन स्टेटमेंट. So always the worst time complexity of this kind of algorithm will be big O of 1, constant time. So always what is the thumb rule? If it is assignment statement, if it is declaration statement, तो उसकी complexity of 1 unit लेके चलेंगे, ठीक है? That has no impact. Clear? This is what a symbol statement. But just see this one. उसके जस्ट बगल में देखिए लाइन दे के लिखा हुआ है, इफ इट इज अ फॉर लूप है ना, तो कोई एल्गोरिथम है and if that algorithm is uses the for loop like I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, तो ये लूप कितने टाइम चलेगा? n टाइम चलेगा। ठीक है, देखो बीच में I have not written any kind of statement, you have just learning here the logic। ठीक है, तो if you are getting encountered with this kind of for loop which is running from 0 to n times, that is n times, तो obviously ये n times तो repetition होगा ही होगा ना simple statement whatever is written under this for loop। So the complexity of this kind of fragment will be order of n। So if the fragment is the simple statement, the simply complexity will be of order of 1, that is the constant। And if it is any kind of for loop which is repeated for which is iterated for n number of times, the complexity of that fragment is order of n। So what is the running time complexity? The running time complexity is the summation of the all fragments of the algorithm, whatever or program, whatever you have written while writing the algorithm। ठीक है, जैसे अभी इन्हीं दोनों को कंबाइन कर दो, so integer a is equal to 5a plus plus, then for loop I is equal to 0 is less than, then there will be some simple, and पूछा गया आपसे what will be the complexity of this algorithm। ठीक है, जैसे कुछ लिख दिया कोई प्रोसीजर, तो आप क्या बोलोगे? आप देखोगे the first 3 lines are the simple statement is a order of 1, and again the next line is for loop whose complexity is n। so 1 और n में कौन टर्म डोमिनेट करेगा? n। so that's why the complexity of this algorithm which is having these two statements, simple statement plus single loop, will be the order of big O of n। ये चीज समझ में आया लॉजिक की नहीं? so that's why the running time will be the summation of the running time of all fragments। ठीक है, fragment means whatever the things you have written in your algorithm, in your program। ठीक है, so if you will combine these two, so the question will become like this one। so that's why I said that this is the function which is explaining that it is having one part whose complexity is n to the power 4, another part who's having the complexity order of n cube, another part whose complexity is n, and another part whose complexity is 8। among all these 4 terms, the dominant term is n to the power 4। that's why the complexity of this function, or you can say the complexity of this algorithm who is represented by these 4 terms, summation of these 4 terms is order of big O of n to the power 4। ठीक है, ये यहाँ तक अभी आपको क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? इज दिस क्लियर?
हो गया सर।
बिल्कुल सही, गुड। ओके, नेक्स्ट आते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्या होता है विच यू मस्ट नो? जैसे ये 3 नंबर दिखाई दे रहा है आपको, कैन यू सी दिस थर्ड? दिखाई दे रहा है ना? आकांक्षा, अब्दुल, अभिषेक?
यस सर।
ओके,
दिखाई दे रहा है।
बिल्कुल सही। देखो अब इसमें क्या है, देयर इज अ आउटर फॉर लूप, i इक्वल टू 0, i इज लेस देन n, i प्लस प्लस, है ना? n टाइम्स चलेगा। आदित्य श्री इज जॉइनिंग। ओके, तो आउटर फॉर लूप कितने टाइम्स चलेगा? n टाइम्स चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा?
चलेगा सर। बिल्कुल
सही। अब उसके अंदर देखो ब्रैकेट है, दिस इज व्हाट द ब्रैकेट, आप क्लियरली नहीं समझ पा रहे होंगे बट दिस इज व्हाट द ब्रैकेट, दिस वन इज द इनर फॉर लूप। ओके, सो अगेन दिस इनर विल बी रिपीटेड फॉर एन नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स, होगा कि नहीं होगा?
होगा सर।
बिल्कुल। तो अब इफ द सिचुएशन इज लाइक दिस, तो टोटल जो लूप चलेगा, जो इनर पार्ट जो चलेगा, कितने नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स एग्जीक्यूट होगा? n स्क्वायर टाइम्स। क्लियर है ना? n स्क्वायर टाइम्स। ओके फाइन। अरे ईच एंड फॉर ईच एंड एवरी, देखो यहाँ पे समझना इस चीज को। ओके, फॉर ईच एंड एवरी वैल्यू ऑफ outer for loop I, the inner loop will be executed for n number of times, होगा ना? ठीक है, अब n की कोई भी वैल्यू रहे, फाइन। सो व्हाट इट मींस, व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, for if I is equal to 0 is the outer loop, then for this j is equal to 0 or whatever the expression is written over here, as it is written like j is equal to 0, this will be repeated for n number of times। okay, ठीक है, तो हर 0 के लिए नंबर, 1 के लिए भी n टाइम्स, 3 के लिए लाइक द व्हेन i की वैल्यू जब रीच करेगी इट विल बी n, so again it will be repeated for n number of times। so totally if you will see if you will count, if you will find out the sum of this inner loop, कितने number of time execute हुआ, तो कितने हुआ, n plus n कितने number time n, n into n हो गया, n square हो गया. So that's why if there are two for loop and both for loop is being repeated n number of times, one is the outer for loop and another one is the repeated inner for loop, the complexity of that fragment will be order of n square. Always remember these are the fundamental rules. Note down करते रहिएगा या आप लोग इसको पढ़ लीजिएगा. Clear है? So that's why like the same way if there are three for loops, तो अब तुरंत आंख बंद करके लिख दीजिएगा big O of n cube उस fragment की. I am talking about that fragment. ठीक है? And the overall complexity of algorithm will be summation of the all fragments which are there in your algorithm or program. ठीक है? अब एक expression बनने के बाद then you can find out big O notation which will be the dominant term, n square or n or anyone. ठीक है? So if there will be the three for loop like 1 second and another एक for loop लगा दिया गया यहाँ पे k is equal to 0, k is less than like that n number of times अगर repeated होगा तो उसकी complexity कितनी हो जाएगी, order of n. What it means, this inner statement will be executed n square number of times. So this is what the worst case scenario, ठीक है, of this algorithm. The total number of execution of this, repetition of this means जो भी statement होगा will be of n square type. तो 3 for loop होगा तो n cube होगा. ठीक है? अब next देखते हैं, जैसे इसकी complexity बताइए अब क्या हो जाएगी. ये प्रोग्राम आपको दिख रहा है, ये कुछ भी है, कुछ लिखा हुआ है, ये कोई there is a some function, इसमें से बताइए इसकी complexity क्या होगी.
n square.
बिल्कुल सही, एकदम सही, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. किन किन बंदों ने रिस्पांस दिया है, बिकॉज इट्स अ ट्यूटोरियल क्लास. बताइए योर नेम.
अभिषेक कुमार.
अभिषेक, हाँ, अभिषेक कुमार घोष ना.
यस सर.
ओके अभिषेक. देन नेक्स्ट भी किसी ने बताया है, अभिषेक के अलावा और किसने बताया है? हु इज द नेक्स्ट वन? कौन था? अरे कोई भूल ही नहीं रहा है. Aditi, क्या did you understand what is the logic? Aditi, Akash, Aditya, अमन कुमार, आप लोगों को समझ में आया ये
Yes, sir.
कैसे आपके दोस्त ने ही बताया है कि ऑर्डर ऑफ n स्क्वायर होगा सर. ठीक है, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
कैसे आया वो समझ में आ गया ना आपको, आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
गुड. अमित रंजन, अनिमिता, अंकित जायसवाल.
सर समझ में आ गया सर.
ओके. आराधना ज्योति, आराधना.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. ठीक है. So as you can see, there are three fragments in this algorithm. One is complexity of order of 1, another is complexity of n, another fragment is complexity of n square. So if you will add up all these terms, so total time complexity will be given by Tn is equal to order of 1 plus order of n plus order of n square. And the dominant term is order of n square. So the complexity of this algorithm will be order of n square. ठीक है? Good. अच्छा, अब ये दिखिए किसकी आवाज आ रही है? ये कौन पिक्चर देख रहा है बैठ के? कौन पिक्चर देख रहा है भाई वहां बैठ के? हाँ? ठीक है? Okay? अच्छा. Now let us talk about the recursive programs. So as I already explained you the linear search and the binary search, and you have already implemented the linear search and binary search, and I also discussed how to write the recurrence relation of the recursive program. ठीक है? तो recursive program के लिए, as I already told you, you need to write down the recurrence relation, and after solving that recurrence relation, you find out what is the complexity of that recursive algorithm or program. ठीक है? तो जैसे आपने देखा you need to find out the complexity of this factorial function. ठीक है, तो फैक्टोरियल फंक्शन की एल्गोरिथम कुछ इसी तरीके से होती है ना. If n equal to 0, return 1, else return n into factorial n minus 1. So write down the recurrence relation for this factorial function. क्या होगा? Tn is equal to what? Just see this recursive step. The factorial function is calling to itself reduced by this one, है ना. देखो पहली बार comparison is having, this is the base condition. The base condition is what? 0. 0 है तो return 1 करेगा factorial. Else क्या कर रहा है? Each and every time it is calling fact n minus 1. ठीक है. So if you are calculating factorial 3, so it is in turn calling to this function factorial 2. Again the factorial 2 will call to factorial 1. ठीक है. Then factorial 1 will call factorial 0. If n is equal to 0, it will return 1. ठीक है. Then this will be, the scenario will be like this. Clear? So how to write the recurrence relation for this kind of, recursive function? I already explained and I am explaining it once again. Total complexity of this recursive. ये फिर कौन लड़का है भाई? हैं?
Remove him.
अरे यार तुम लोग ओके. हाँ, नाउ इट्स म्यूटेड. ठीक है. तो total time complexity of this factorial function, recursive function, will be time to calculate this n minus 1 part plus some constant term. वो constant किसके इक्वल है? जैसे मैंने बोला यहाँ पे 1 यूनिट लगेगा इस कंपैरिजन वाले में, 1 यूनिट लगेगा इस मल्टीप्लिकेशन में, 1 यूनिट लगेगा in this subtraction. So overall the constant term will be order of 3. ठीक है. Okay, order of 3 means you can also write down here plus c. ठीक है. Plus c means होगा some kind of constant. ठीक है. So what will be the total time complexity of this recursive algorithm? Will be time to calculate this n minus 1 plus some constant time. वो constant time is of order क्यों हो रहा है? In using some comparison like n is equal to 0, 1 unit, and this multiplication and 1 unit in this subtraction. Whenever you have written this kind of recurrence relation, so what is the base condition? T0 will be 1. What is the meaning of T0? This is the base condition. It means T0 पे 1 ही तो return कर रहा है. It means as soon as the algorithm reaches to its base condition, it returns 1. So T0 की value 1 है. Now on the basis of these two things, we solve the recurrence relation, which is our next part. Clear है ना? यहाँ पे आप समझ लीजिएगा. So that is also important because in your examination, it is frequently being asked that write down the means what will be the complexity of this recurrence relation. So always the recurrence relation will be given and you have to find out the complexity of the recurrence relation. So I am just explaining here a little bit. Then next lecture and onwards we will deal with the solving the recurrence relation. समझ गए ना? हाँ, हेलो. हाँ. Yes.
सर ये कांस्टेंट से 3 है, 1 for multiplication, 1 for subtraction and 1 more for.
हाँ, that's why I am saying ना, while writing this recurrence relation, if you have exact idea कि आप calculate कर लिए कि चलो 3 लिख सकते हैं हम यहाँ पे, okay, 3 is written because there is one comparison like n is equal to 0 is of constant, and second one is the one multiplication again is of order 1, and again one subtraction is of order 1. ठीक है. So if you are not able to find out these things, you just write down here as a constant, that is c. ठीक है. c पे भी आप लिख सकते हैं, that will be treated as a correct because if I am writing this expression like Tn is equal to Tn minus 1 plus 3, what it means, there is this algorithm has one recursive part whose complexity will be calculated, who is iterating to itself for each and every iteration and doing n minus 1 at each and every time, and there is one more part of this algorithm, or you can say there is constant part of this algorithm which is of time complexity 3, or you can say any constant time complexity. ठीक है. ये यार ये क्या है, बार बार अनम्यूट कैसे हो जा रहा है? दीपक कुमार लाहा, दीपक कुमार लाहा, वो बैठ के पिक्चर देख रहा है और एंड ही इज
Remove him.
अजीब है यार, क्या है मतलब?
So he's an imposter.
He is a Deepak
Imposter.
Kumar. Okay, so Deepak Kumar Laha is not in your Deepak Kumar Laha.
So we have a student with the same name in our class, but this is not him.
Okay, fine. Okay, let me find out this culprit. Okay, might be he is removed. We are not able to see him. Okay. So the next thing is that once you are able to write this recurrence relation for any kind of recursive algorithm, you need to solve. So we have to study the three different approach, like the recursion tree method and master's method and iteration method, substitution method. Okay. So इन तीनों methods को हम देखेंगे, but यहाँ पे हम थोड़ा सा बता देते हैं आपको. This is what I am using here to solve this recurrence relation by using the substitution method. So how to solve mathematically? आप ऐसे solve करेंगे. Just see. Given your expression Tn is equal to Tn minus 1 plus 3. Is this okay? This is what? Now your aim is to solve this recurrence relation to find out the complexity of the algorithm expressed by using this recurrence relation. Okay? So आप क्या करोगे? This is, the total rank complexity is given like this. So next, Tn minus 1, next term is n minus 1. So if you want to calculate Tn minus 1, then if this one is equation number 1, then put n minus 1 in place of 1 in equation number 1. Listen me carefully. This is what your equation number 1. Now to know about n minus 1 term, what we need to substitute, we need to put n minus 1 in place of n. Okay, so ये आपका next term क्या हो जाएगा? Tn क्या हो जाएगा? Tn minus 1 is equal to, if you will put here n minus 1, it will become Tn minus 2. So next your expression will become like Tn minus 1 is equal to Tn minus 2 plus 6, because 3 plus 3 6 हो जाएगा. Next, now your next term is Tn minus 2. Now to calculate this Tn minus 2, now put n minus 2 in place of Deepak Kumar Laha. Report. Deepak Kumar Laha has been removed and reported to the Zoom. ठीक है? वो आ रहा था, जा रहा था. Okay, so what it means to get the next term, that is Tn minus 2, the put n minus 2 in place of n in equation number 1. Equation number 1 में ही करना है. Next equation number 2 में नहीं करना है. Exactly, remember this. Anupma Sinha is, who is Anupma Sinha? ये जो स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन करना चाहती है, ये ऑथेंटिकेटेड स्टूडेंट है, अनुपमा सिन्हा, रोल नंबर 33. इसे एक्सेप्ट कर लें, एडमिट करें या ना?
अनुपम सिन्हा.
हाँ, अनुपम सिन्हा.
ये सर सेम क्लास का है.
अच्छा, ठीक है, अनुपम सिन्हा को एडमिट कर लेते हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट टू Tn minus 2 you can calculate. Like the same way, just see, if you will iterate some k number of times, it means you can write it down. ये किस तरीके से सीरीज बन रही है? Tn minus 1, Tn minus 2 plus 6, Tn minus 3 plus 9. So at k number of times, at kth iteration, it will become like, देखो 1, 2, 3, 4 ये सीरीज बन रही है, तो kth पे kth बनेगा. ओके, सो n minus k हो जाएगा. देन यहाँ पे कौन सी सीरीज बन रही है? 3. ओके, 3 into 1, that is the first. 3 into 2, 3 into 3, like the same way at kth iteration it will be 3 into k. So you need to write down this generalized expression at the kth iteration. Now, once you got this general expression, you need to approximate this general expression to its base condition, that is the T0. So what is your T0? T0 is equal to 1. That is the base condition. So how you can, what you need to substitute here so that you can get the T0? Obviously, you just put n minus k is equal to 0. what it means? If you will put n minus k equal, if you substitute n minus k equal to 0, you will get k equal to n. Now just replace k with n, you will get Tn is equal to T0 plus 3 into k का मतलब क्या है? 3 into n हो जाएगा. Obviously, the complexity of this algorithm will be big O of n. हो जाएगा ना? 3 into n का मतलब क्या होगा? 3 into n means order of n. So in this way, this is what the one substitution method to solve the, आप इस तरीके से solve कर सकते हो. ठीक है, इसे हम आगे डिस्कस भी करेंगे. So next lecture से. So in this way we solve the recurrence relation and to find out the complexity of the algorithm, recursive algorithm. Okay. So let us discuss some more case. Okay. But before that मैं एक बार attendance ले लेता हूँ, फिर discuss करता हूँ. Roll number 1 to 10.
Roll number 1 present, sir.
Okay.
2 present, sir.
3 present, sir.
4, 5,
2
6.
present, sir.
हाँ हो गया है. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. कोई नहीं.
9 present, sir.
9 present.
7.
Okay, 7 and present. Now tell me roll number 11 to 20.
Roll 12 present, sir.
Roll 12. Aditi Sri. 13 present. Aditya Kumar Tiwari.
Sir, 14 present, sir.
Okay, fine. Next. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
present, sir.
Okay. Now tell me from 21 to 30.
Sir, roll 15 is in the class. His mic is not working.
Okay, roll 15. Okay, fine. Now roll number कहाँ तक हो गया? 20 तक. Now 21 to 30.
26 present, sir.
26. Anirudh. 25.
Ankit
Sir,
Jaiswal.
24 present. 24 present, sir.
नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट क्या नाम है आपका?
सर मेरा 24, सर.
नहीं, आपका हो गया.
सर 24. सर ठीक है,
अनिरुद्ध.
सर.
रोल नंबर 25 या क्या नाम है उसका? अभी कोई बोल रहा था.
26 sir. Ankit
हाँ
Jaiswal.
26. अच्छा, अंकित जायसवाल. हाँ ठीक ठीक ठीक. अंकित हो गया.
Yes, sir.
28 हो गया.
28%, sir.
29 present, sir.
Okay, 29. Then 30, 32. No. Now tell me 33 to 40.
33 present, sir.
Okay.
33 Anupam Sinha present, sir.
हो गया. 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40.
37 present, sir.
Sir, roll 40%, sir.
अच्छा हाँ हो गया. वो रोल 40.
Roll
Now
39, sir.
okay Arnab. Now 41 to 50. 41, 42, 41.
41 sir.
Sir, 43 present, sir.
43.
Roll 47.
नहीं रोल नंबर 43. अस्मित राज present or not?
Yes. Present, sir.
Okay.
43.
Okay. Next 44, 45, 46, 47.
44 present, sir.
44 Asutosh.
Sir, 47
Yes, sir.
present.
47
Sir,
again
47
Asutosh
present.
Kumar, son of Jain Sharma, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 48, 49, 50. 50 Charu.
49. Yes, sir. 50 present.
Okay, fine. 51 to 49 हो गया. आयुषी. 50 to 60. आप बता दीजिए. कोई है 50 to? Who? What is the roll number?
54 present, sir.
54. दीपक कहाँ से आ गए भाई? कौन सा है तुम्हारा दीपक? तुम तो अभी तक तो तुम बहुत chaos क्रिएट कर रहे थे, हैं?
सर थोड़ा मेरा नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम था.
अरे भाई पिक्चर
नेटवर्क
देख रहे
डिस्टर्ब था
थे.
थोड़ा, सर.
तुम्हें एक बार रिमूव करना पड़ा.
नहीं
तुम
सर.
इंटेंशनली तो नहीं कुछ कर रहे हो. दिस इज नॉट
नहीं, सर.
गुड थिंग.
वो
हाँ,
कोई
दीपक?
और था सर, वो मैं नहीं था.
अच्छा
वो
ओके
वो
ओके.
नहीं था, सर. उसके नाम से कोई ज्वाइन करे हुए था, सर.
अच्छा इम्पोस्टर था. ठीक है. बट कोई भी जानबूझ के ये सब चीजें आप लोग मत करिएगा. बिकॉज यू पीपल आर यू नो आप एक इंजीनियर होने वाले इंजीनियर हैं और ये चाइल्डिश हरकतें स्कूल में करें तो भी समझ में आता है, बट इफ यू पीपल आर डूइंग एनीथिंग इंटेंशनली देन दिस इज नॉट कंसिडरेबल, क्योंकि ये कोई बनता ही नहीं है ना कि आप खुद अपने ही इन्वायरमेंट को गंदा करें, एक अपने ही एक जो इन्वायरमेंट जो आपकी खुद के लिए है उस चीज को आप लोग स्पॉइल करें, या उस चीज को फॉर द सेक ऑफ सम काइंड ऑफ सिर्फ एक छोटे मोटे एंजॉयमेंट के लिए, ठीक है। सो ऑलवेज एज अ गुड सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया, एज अ गुड सिटीजन ऑफ योर कंट्री, यू शुड नॉट डू ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ नॉनसेंस थिंग, ठीक है ना। इन सभी चीजों का आप लोग ध्यान रखिए। अगर कोई आपको दिखता भी है तो उसे खुद तुरंत हमें रिपोर्ट करिए और बताइए, ओके। तो दीपक कुमार लाहा इज प्रेजेंट। नेक्स्ट 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 कोई नहीं है, ओके। 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67 कोई नहीं।
Sir, roll
Amit-
21 is also present.
ओके अमित रंजन, यस 1 2 3 4 10 4 10 4 okay, good. So we are discussing the various kinds of complexity of the various kinds of fragment which algorithm is having or may have, ठीक है। Now if the fragment is like this, just see this is the function, बताइए इसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या होगी, आप खुद बताइए। देखो यहाँ ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट केस है, कोई फंक्शन है, फंक्शन एनी काइंड ऑफ फंक्शन, जैसे आप जानते हो बाइनरी सर्च और पास करते हो, एरे पास किया आपने, लाइक दैट। If there is a condition, some condition and some statement is written like this, there is a for loop whose complexity is order of n, ये दिख रहा होगा आपको। Another else part, तो if else का मतलब क्या हुआ, ब्रांचिंग में जब आप करते हो, whenever you write the program and if you are writing anything within the if and else, what it means, इसका मतलब क्या होता है, if the condition is satisfied this for loop will be executed, होगा ना, else ये वाला एग्जीक्यूट होगा, ठीक है, होगा ना, क्लियर है। बट इन टोटलिटी what you can say, if you will compare these two branches, the dominant branch who is having the more complexity is n square. So worst time complexity of if the fragment is like this, if your program is like this, if your algorithm is like this, you can easily say that fragment is having the complexity of big O of n square, ठीक है। This is another one aspect, ठीक है। Next आता है जैसे in any kind of recursive program we use the concept of we always store the current execution at some memory location, and that memory location is known as the stack part. So stack में कैसे होता है, last in first out. So suppose you are calculating factorial 5, ठीक है, so how the memory will grow, factorial 5 will call factorial 4, will call factorial 3, will call factorial 2 and factorial 1, okay, like that, ठीक है। So total कितने space stack के use हुए, order of 5, so space complexity will be order of 5. This is what about the space complexity is, because as I explained that the constant term has no significant meaning in space complexity. What is the main significant part is which depends on the size of the problem is the recursive part, and the recursive part always stores in the form of some memory allocated by using the concept of stack, ठीक है। So obviously whatever the stack